A mysterious ballroom, a haunting melody, and a final dance that could change everything. Last Dance at Midnight is a dramatic tale of love, loss, and secrets revealed under the moonlight. What really happened at midnight? At the stroke of midnight, the music played one final time. No one knew who started the dance, but everyone felt the pull, as if the rhythm echoed something deeper, older, and more sacred than any tradition they knew. The ballroom, once a place of celebration, was now steeped in mystery. Candlelight flickered, casting shadows that seemed to move with minds of their own. Every guest had received the same anonymous invitation: come dressed in black, dance until the end. Some say it was a farewell to lost love. Others whisper it was a pact, a secret ceremony to seal something dark away forever. But those who were there tell a different story, a story of time bending, of moments repeating, of faces that seemed strangely familiar, though never seen before. What really happened at the last dance at midnight? Was it merely a masquerade or something more haunting, something eternal? This is the full story of mystery, magic, and a night that has never truly ended, a tale whispered from generation to generation, but never told in full until now. Stay with us, because once the music starts again, you might find yourself pulled into the dance too, and this time there may be no way back. It began decades ago, before smartphones, before the city's skyline reached so high it touched the stars. There was a ballroom on the edge of town, grand and golden, built in the 1920s for the elite. It hosted the finest galas, the grandest waltzes, but one event stood apart: the Midnight Gala. Always on the last night of June, always starting at 11:59 p.m. No one knew who hosted it. Invitations simply arrived. They say the first Midnight Gala ended in silence. A fire broke out. Or perhaps it didn't. Some claimed everyone inside vanished without a trace. Others insisted they simply kept dancing, even as the flames rose around them. The truth was buried in ashes. The ballroom was rebuilt, but never quite the same. Some corners echoed too long. Mirrors held reflections a beat too slow. Each year the gala returned, and each year guests changed. Some came for the thrill, others for answers. But one thing was constant: the music. No orchestra, no band, just a record player in the center of the room, untouched, turning by itself. This year, a new guest arrived, invited like the others, but different. He wasn't looking for fun. He was searching for someone or something. He stepped into the ballroom just as the first haunting notes played. Velvet drapes hung heavy, the air scented with roses and something metallic, faint like old blood or rusted keys. His name was Adrian, not that he told anyone, not that anyone asked. Faces swirled past him, masked, silent, graceful, but none familiar. Then he saw her. She moved like water, effortlessly gliding across the floor. A red dress, no mask, her eyes locked with his for a moment, wide, unblinking. Adrian's breath caught. He didn't know her, but somehow he did. She turned away, disappeared into the crowd. He followed, but the dance floor shifted like a maze. He found only traces, a faint perfume, a glove on the banister, whispers that stopped when he approached. Mirrors lined the walls. He noticed something odd. His reflection lagged behind, just slightly. In one, he swore he saw the woman behind him. He turned, empty space. As the music swelled, guests began pairing off. Adrian stood alone. Then the record scratched. A voice, low, ancient, cut through the melody. Find her before the final note. The room darkened. A door appeared where there was none before. Adrian stepped through. The real dance had just begun. The hallway beyond the door was impossibly long, lit by a single flickering chandelier. Adrian walked cautiously, the music now muffled and warped, as if playing underwater. At the end, he found a second ballroom, dusty, abandoned, frozen in time. In its center stood the woman in red, unmoving, her eyes locked onto his. "You made it," she said softly, as if they'd spoken before. "Do you remember now?" Flashes hit him, memories not his own. A dance from decades ago, a promise whispered over a final waltz, a vow made under candlelight. If one of us forgets, the other must remember. He was here before, not as Adrian, another name, another life. He had danced with her before and left her behind. The clock struck midnight. Suddenly the room shimmered. Guests from the original midnight gala appeared, ghostly, elegant, still dancing, caught in an eternal loop. The woman reached for his hand. "One last dance, then you choose." He took it. They danced. Time unraveled. In that final spin, he saw it all. How she stayed, cursed to repeat the night, waiting for him to return and break the spell. The music stopped. The ballroom faded, and Adrian was alone. Or was he? The silence was absolute. The ghosts were gone. The dust had returned, and the chandelier above him swayed gently, though there was no wind. Adrian stood in the center of the ballroom, the memory of her touch still lingering in his hand. He whispered her name, Elena, and for a heartbeat the air seemed to shimmer with warmth. He stepped back through the door, but the grand hall was empty. The record player was still. The guests had vanished. Outside, dawn had broken. The world looked the same, but felt different. Did he break the curse? Did he set her free? Or had he taken her place? No one knows for certain. But ever since that night, people say if you walk by the old ballroom at midnight, you might hear music, a slow, haunting waltz. And if you're not careful, you might find an invitation in your mailbox. Come dressed in black, dance until the end. So, what really happened at the last dance at midnight? That's for you to decide. But if the music ever finds you, listen closely and remember, once the dance begins, it never truly ends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your theory in the comments.
Haunting walls with eerie strings, echoing piano, subtle whispers and the whispers, and a slow building tension, mystical linger. Mm, mm. Mist in holding tension, mist in with the night spell.